Hey man, I love this song. I just put these speakers in. Doesn't it sound so good?
Dude, if I'm being honest, I feel like I would love this song too if I could understand it. I mean, Cam, what are you doing, man? You might want to take it to a professional. Let's represent Vanuary here, and let's get these speakers changed.
All right.
Ugh. How's it going, guys? This is Owen and Kam here, Muscle Car Central. Today we've got a good one. We're talking about speakers and radios. So we've got a big table here that Cam's prepared for us, and he is going to walk us through the correct speakers and radios so we can make sure we get you guys the right one. So Kam, let's start it off. Let's say I've got an original Camaro, Firebird, Chevelle or Nova, and I've got an original radio. What would you recommend for that car?
All right. So this is where we get a little technical. These are original style speakers. Now the reason this matters is your old radios are like tube radios or transistor radios. They're set up to only receive a specific amount of resistance. In this case, we'll assume we're working on a 69.
Okay.
These need 8 to 10 ohms to work properly. Originally, that's all you had was one center dash speaker and one rear deck lid speaker. Over the time, people add kick panels and 2 decks and dual voice coil, 2 dash, center dash like this and all that. And that's where you want to get into the aftermarket.
Okay, so you're saying if we have an original radio, we want to stay with original style speakers for the sake of it, just having a good ride and listening to some music. Now,
you could get crazy and put preamps and post amps and keep your old radio, but that's for another video.
Okay. All right. So let's say that we've got a guy, a guy or a gal, wanting to restore their entire car. They've gutted the radio, threw it in the trash, threw the speakers out, and they want to start with a beautiful Bluetooth or aux custom auto sound speaker. How would you recommend going the aftermarket way? Maybe they want a little bit better sound or more speakers. What would you recommend?
For ease of use, if you don't know that much about it, I would recommend a custom auto sound radio and custom auto sound speakers. All of the custom auto sound speakers are 2 ohms when they're wired right. All the channels for their radios are 2 ohms, and this specific one is 300 watts peak. A good rule of thumb is to add all your wattage for all of the speakers you plan to add, and if it's over the peak wattage of this, you need to do something different. You need to add a preamp or change their speakers out. But traditionally, if you keep with the same brand name, you're fine. Now, if you want to go crazy, let's do a quick rundown of what you need to know. So, like I said, if you stick with custom auto sound, it'll plug right in, you'll be just fine. Any radio you buy or any amp that you buy is going to have a set number of channels at a certain number of ohms for a certain wattage. So these, just for example, this is a 4-channel setup. So you've got your left and right hand channel in, but then you've got left and right front and left and right rear. And each of those is good for 45 watts at 2 ohms. So you just want to make sure that your speakers coming in do not exceed the 45 watt RMS or 75 watt peak of each channel. Now, if you want to go crazy, we got to go do some math. All right, Owen, you ready for a little math lesson?
Dr. Kam, I'm ready.
All right.
Notebook, pen, ready to go.
Ready to rock? All right. Let's get cooking. Let's say you've got 2 4-ohm speakers. Resistance is all we're going to talk about today. But you've got, you want a 2 ohm. You're putting this in a 2 ohm channel, so you want your total resistance of the system to be 2 ohms. What you're going to do is run this in parallel. So you're going to run 1 wire to the positive, 1 wire to the negative, and then you're going to get another wire from your positive, run that straight up to this positive, another wire from the negative, run it straight up to that negative, which puts the total resistance of the system at 2 ohms. Now you can do the opposite. Let's say that this is a 8 ohm channel. It looks like garbage. Let's say that this is an 8 ohm channel. Then what you would want to do is run your positive to the positive end of one speaker, your negative to the positive end of the other speaker, and then your negative back down, which makes this whole system 8 ohms. The reason we say this, the higher your resistance, the more heat you're putting out. It's a good rule of thumb. So if your amp or preamp or radio is only set up for a very small amount of resistance, increasing that resistance is going to put more heat on the load, and old radios and old amps can catch on fire, and we don't want that. So if you have any technical questions, please call and ask us. We're more than happy to help you. Got that?
I got it.
All right, Owen. That was a quick rundown of the general rules of your speakers and speaker systems. Like always, if you have any questions, please comment, ask us, call in. I'd be happy to help anybody. You want to listen to what one's supposed to sound like?
Let's do it, man. I'm ready to hear some good speakers and not that trash we were listening to a minute ago.
Don't dog me now. Well, you happy now?
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, this is a lot better. This is how it should be.
Yeah.
Let's go take this thing for a cruise. What are we waiting for, man?
That's what everybody should do, man.
Oh yeah. I don't even know if we need a radio for how good this sounds.
That's a good point.
Yeah.